Hey guys, Jenny here. Welcome to your mystical messages for this week. So I've pulled 3 decks. I've called it mystical messages because of one of them, the Mystical Wisdom deck. I've got the Fairy Tarot, which actually I feel I'm going to pull first, and the Mystical Wisdom will be pulled second. And then I'll wrap it up with Saints and Angels. So kind of a mix here between angels, saints. Why not, right? So, okay. Let me take these out of the boxes. As I'm doing this and as I'm shuffling, if you would like to center yourself just to be open to receive whatever messages that you need to hear, not so much want to hear, what you need to hear. Or if you have any questions at all, ask. Now is the time to ask your angels and your guides, loved ones, whomever, fairies, whomever you work with, to give you the messages that you need to hear right now, okay? This is a pretty big deck, so I'm going to see if I can, I shuffled okay. All right, so you know what? I'm actually just going to start with one card. Normally I pull, like the 3. I'm going to start with this one card from the Fairy Tarot. Oh, this is beautiful. We have the World. Can you guys see it okay? A brilliant success. The freedom to go in any direction. A journey that is now complete. So I feel that this is perfect because we did just get through July. We got through Mercury retrograde. We had an eclipse or 2 during the month, and we also had 2 new moons. So a whole lot of energy, especially at the very end of July 31st into August 1st. So this is all about sort of completion, coming full circle. I am also hearing literally blessings coming your way. So the end of something, generally when a planet goes retrograde, and I believe we do have Uranus and Saturn in retrograde right now, possibly Jupiter as well, but I'm not too sure on that. I am not an astrologer. But normally when a planet goes retrograde, such as Mercury, that gives us a time to sort of see what needs to be fixed, see what needs to be acknowledged, accepted, let go of, especially. You might find old relationships or people from your past coming back in. I guess I could say it's to test you in a way, but they do that because time has passed, so you can look at situations from a different perspective, and that's not really a bad thing. To see if you have been able to let go of past problems that you had, maybe with someone else, maybe it was old habits and sort of ideas and beliefs and patterns, especially with that person that no longer works for you anymore. Mercury retrograde will help to bring that out so that you can heal it. All right? So then when it does finally go direct, you can move forward, on a chariot, gung-ho, ready to take off. So I feel like this is what this world is referring to, that you have just released whatever it was that needed releasing. And it could have been like a job that no longer works for you. It could have been anything, really. Even a car. maybe you're now getting another car. But I am going to shuffle the Mystical Wisdom deck to see if it can elaborate on either a new direction that's coming in for you, or what was it that you had to let go of, or maybe you didn't and you actually still need to. Well, this does talk about still letting go. Resilience. Resilience is a wonderful card. I feel actually sometimes that children end up having more resilience than adults do. Rise above tribulations. So I look at this, and we have, I don't know if I want to call her a fairy. Ooh, excuse me. We're yawning. Or whatnot, just some mystical being, a creature. She looks like she sort of has sprung off from the staircase, and she's missing a shoe, like Cinderella. But I kind of look at this sort of like she has leaped into the air, kind of like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna go off. I don't even care. And I feel that this over here is a guide of hers. It's got the head of like a deer with antlers, the wings of an owl, the body of an owl. So some form of spirit guide, animal spirit guide, if you will. But this is about letting go, moving off in a new direction. Okay, so I feel that was more of a confirmation that that's what you've gone through. That is what you're possibly still going through, still working through for this week ahead. I'm going to see what the saints and angels have to say. Oh man, these cards are sticking about that. Oh, sweetness. I like this. This is very nice. This is also sort of a saying like be gentle to yourself. But actually, when I first turned this over, honestly, what I thought of was food, nutrition, health. Okay, so being healthy, cleansing, which is a form of releasing and letting go anyway, right? Eating the foods that work best for your body. Getting rid of the sugar. That's ultimately what I first got when I saw this card. And that very well could be a direct message to me, although I have cut back a lot on the sugar. So, but this is, in essence, taking care of yourself. Blue is a very healing color, and there is just blue throughout this entire card. So I feel on a physical level, you are healing, whether that means you're just eating better, you're losing weight, maybe that's a byproduct of eating better. It could also be a goal of yours. I also feel, though, that by focusing on your physical well-being, it will actually end up balancing your emotional and your mental well-being as well. Spiritual always goes along with that. It's hand in hand. But releasing, literally shedding the weight, getting rid of the sugar, getting rid of that type of sweets. Not fruit. Fruit is very healthy sugar, and your brain needs the glucose. Your body needs the glucose. So, but getting rid of like boxed sugar, I will say. Candy. You know, the stuff that you know isn't good for you. What I also hear with this is now that you are moving in a new direction, and you may not feel like you are. Maybe by the end of the week you will be. You'll feel it. But, you know, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. So if July was sort of painful for you, and I know for some of you it was, August is going to be much better. Being gentle with yourself, I'm being brought back to that. Adding sweetness to your life in a way, not in regards to food, doing things that you like to do. Whether that's going to the beach, taking bubble baths, going on a walk by yourself, visiting a place you haven't been to, I don't know, in a long time. Just to me, it's whatever it means for you to do good for yourself. Okay? Cutting out the sugar. Keep that in mind. And that's part of the release, is moving in a new direction, leaving your old life behind. Right? Easier said than done, I know. But if you don't fight it, if you just go with the flow, it actually ends up being much easier. Okay. So from another one from the Fairy Tarot, the Dreamer. I really like this card. It's also considered the Fool in a traditional tarot deck. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Now, I'm looking at the World card, which I believe is the last card in the major arcana. I actually could be wrong on that. I connect far more with oracle decks than I do with tarot decks. But this one could very well be the last card. This one is the first card. Ending, new beginning. I like this. I like this. You're on a precipice. That's what it means. You're on a precipice. And I want to say take a leap. It says trust yourself at the very bottom. Right here. Trust yourself. I don't know if you can really see that. So do exactly that. Even if you don't trust the rest of the world, anyone else in it, trust yourself. Trust yourself to land on your feet. Trust yourself to make decisions that feel right for you. Not for anyone else, because it's your life. But there is a sense of a new adventure. I almost want to say in almost every aspect, to be quite honest. It feels like it's like every part of your life was shaken up. Not just love life, not just health, not just job, every part. So I know that seems very generalized, but that's really how it feels. With this new beginning, you're going to have clarity. It says epiphany, seek clarity. Not so much that you need to seek it. I'm actually hearing it's coming for you. Okay? I just feel like you just have to keep going. Even if you literally can't see the next step. If the next step is not clear to you, take it anyway, because then all of a sudden it's going to be. All right? So clarity is coming in for you. I'm also hearing like a breath of fresh air. So something very new, whether it is a new job, when you focus on your health, and like I said, it ends up affecting you mentally and emotionally. Mentally wise, it does change your mindset. It does help you to have epiphanies on really what isn't working for you. So that if all of a sudden you feel like, no, I need a new job, or I need to work elsewhere, well then go for it. That's right for you. Speak your truth, Saint Bernadette. This is wonderful. Speak your truth, yes, to other people. Always be open and honest and genuine and compassionate to others. I'm really also hearing be truthful to yourself. I feel like a lot of people, say that, they're this way or that way or whatnot. And I feel a lot of those people aren't really what they say they are. They would like to be A, B, or C. Right? They would like to be. So they say that they are. But they haven't taken the time to really look within themselves and look at their actions and the way they speak to themselves, the way they speak to others and whatnot, and realize, oh, they're not. They just want to be like that. So they say they are. So I really feel like take some time this week, sit with yourself, have quiet time, and really look within and review your actions over the past 2-3 weeks and see if they truly align with who you are or truly align with who you want to be, because they may not be actually who you are. Does that make sense? I know what I'm trying to say. I see it in my head, whether or not I'm actually articulating it correctly. But always speak your truth. This is a wonderful, wonderful message. And, I always see online people getting offended by this, that, and the other thing. I don't really think people actually get offended as much as the media says they do. I think it's just the media. The media does not speak the truth. That's why we have to rise above that. But if you speak your truth, it's an easier pill to swallow than an illusion that you find out later on, right? One more card. Ten of Autumn. I like this. Only because next month is autumn, and I love autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. This is much more career related, Much more earthy, which I believe 10 of Autumn is sort of earth in other decks. This be Pentacles? Maybe Pentacles or Swords? I'm not too sure in a regular tarot deck. Either way, though, getting grounded, moving forward. And I like the 10. 10 reduces down to a 1. 1 is all about new beginnings and manifesting. All right? So really powerful energy here. And I love it because it goes with the Dreamer card, all about new beginnings. So if you're focused on work right now, and that's not a bad thing at all, what is the next step? What is the next step that you need to take, even if it's a small step? It could be as simple as making a to-do list. Go and do that. The steps will come to you if you just somehow leap forward. Dragon, I've actually been working with fairies and dragons lately. Discover your change, right? Your courage. Oh my God. It says discover your courage. And here I am saying change. Well, change is upon us anyway, but courage is essential to move forward. You can be scared, you just have to do it anyway. That's really what courage is being cautious, being scared, but doing whatever needs to be done anyway. Like it just is. And you just do it. Another word for confidence. I like that these cards are matching up by Saint Michael, or Archangel Michael. I don't normally refer to him as Saint Michael. I actually just call him Michael. Having the confidence to move forward. Speaking your truth. Doing things that you love. And maybe that is part of the new career path for you. Maybe you have been someone who has been working, you know, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 in an office job, really not going anywhere. And maybe there's something, maybe the entrepreneurial spirit in you wants to come out and play, and you want to do something that you love to do. Well, have the confidence, have the courage, just go and do it. You can maybe use your 9 to 5 as a transition, okay? And that's fine to do. I'm not saying, oh, all of a sudden leave your job with no safety net whatsoever and move on to the next thing. Not a lot of people can do that, okay? I mean, if you're able to, go for it, absolutely. But we usually need that transition. We usually need that cushion, right? So make a do list or start brainstorming, jotting down how you can do that. And just let it roll from there. You just have to take the first step into doing it. Have the confidence. Have the courage. Invoke some dragon energy. That shit's powerful. And get to it. I like these cards. I hope you really connect with these cards. I know some of you will. Take what resonates with you. Honestly, not every part of this reading is going to resonate. And I mean, this is almost a 20-minute reading. So take what resonates with you. I do feel for a lot of us, though, we have ended something and are beginning something else. And even though we can't really see what that something else is, we still have to move forward. I don't want to say being selfish, because it's not being selfish, but taking care of you and your wants and desires. That will end up manifesting greater blessings down the line. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Please share this with others so that they can receive some guidance as well. I will see you guys next time. Bye.